I know you were skeptical, but Monster Hunter now is absolutely amazing. What's up, everybody? I'm Dear Gamer. Welcome back to the channel today. Today we are back and we are playing Monster Hunter now, and this game has been fantastic. I want to show you guys how to use a longsword because it is absolutely everything you would want and dream it to be in this game. So you unlock the longsword at the end of chapter 2. When you start out the game, you're only using sword and shield. You can't use any other weapon. You can't swap out. You might be like, what the heck? Am I stuck playing this game? Weapon? No. All you gotta do is continue through the story. After that, you get the weapon. The weapon is just beautiful. So here's the weapon. Let me just show you guys what it can do really quick before I gotta get into like my build and all those things. So I'm gonna show you how to use longsword, and this thing is just absolutely amazing. So first, to go into a hunt, you can hunt solo. You can hunt with the peer. I'm gonna try to put my phone up here so I can have proper neck function. But go into match, begin. Longsword is amazing. So I have 76 seconds. It's okay if I fail this one, but what you can do is you can tap to the left to roll to the left. You can swipe. Swipe to the right to roll to the right. You can swipe backwards if you like. And you can slide forward into the monster as well. Cool thing just with dodge in general. With the longsword, if every weapon you can get a perfect dodge. A perfect dodge is when you dodge right before they attack you. I missed it right there. But if you dodge perfectly, what happens is you get a perfect evade. And after the perfect evade, you can get a follow-up attack. For the cool thing about the longsword is if you dodge perfectly, you will actually get a Foresight. And like that. If you perfectly evade just like that, you get the Foresight. So you want to make sure you're getting perfect evade just like that. I'll use the urgent quest because this one you can keep on respawning even if I leave the quest. So with that being said, you can, if you get a perfect evade just like that, you can get a Foresight. So you want to kind of time them. That's where you can get your counters. If you see on the bottom of my attack, on the bottom of my health bar, I have a little health gauge. What that does is exactly what you think it is. It's for my Helm Breaker. So with Helm Breaker with longsword. Ooh, hold on. I didn't want to show that just yet. But you can do Eye Slash. And Eye Slash is absolutely amazing because it blocks the attack if you time it just right. And it's cool as well because it kind of helps you go through the enemy's attack. Oh, missed that one. That's just like that. You go right through the enemy attack and you don't take any damage at all. So this game, longsword is very, very good because it's really about timing. There goes the Foresight again. And you can just kind of go back into it. Ooh, I missed that one a little too early. Whoop. And after, if you fill your meter up, you're gonna get an opportunity to use your Helm Breaker. And I'll show that in a second. Okay. Got the meter. And boom. Hit it with the Helm Breaker finish. So the dope thing is you can do Helm Breaker 2 different ways. You can do Helm Breaker after building your meter, or you can do it after or when you have your special gauge, which I'll show in a second. Now, another way to use your Helm Breaker is if you've already built up your meter, which I'll show in a second. Boom. Oh, let's get this. I just love using that so much that way. So it's too far away from me, so I couldn't use it. But cool thing is, since I already have this meter built up in the middle, it's that big old longsword symbol. Hit that. And this is your special. This is like a super Helm Breaker. Does really good damage. If you're looking to check out the game and you want to get some free stuff, use my code, referral code. Check it out, use it. Next, let's talk about the actual builds. So you guys are like, DJ, how expansive is the builds and the armor and all the things? And it's kind of expansive. So as you can imagine, you have your weapon, you have your headpiece, chest piece, arms, waist, and legs. And just as you imagine, you go into your weapon, you tap on the weapon you're currently using, and there's currently, it kind of shows you, there's 10 grades of weapons you can upgrade to, and you can see you have your attack, you have your affinity, your element, and it has your skill on there that you have. Helm Breaker has 3 different levels of it, and if you tap on the grade, it will actually tell you, you can see what you can expect to get. So at level 10, this weapon will have on 1596 attack and 30% affinity, which is based on your crit. Cool thing is It all have skills as well on the actual weapon and on the armor. So you tap on the actual skill, it tells you what it does, and that's how you can kind of start building your character in the game. Earlier on, this weapon has good affinity, so later I'm going to switch to more of a critical strike build. But for now, if I go back to my actual equipment, you can see that one, you can upgrade your gear as well, and you can go through the different grades, and it'll tell you how strong you'll get and what skill comes on it. The wet armors are a little different because at different levels of grades, you unlock different skills. As you can see here, this one has lock on, which helps you lock on specific parts of the enemy that you want to focus on. And then next, grade 4, I'll unlock critical eye. And what does it does? Increase my affinity by 10% all the way up to 40% based on how many levels we have into the skill. So what we've come to experience and love in the Monster Hunter games, you can do in this one as well. So let's go back to the chest piece. Same thing as well. The chest piece, this one has attack boost when I get to grade 2. When I get to grade 2, boom, my letter mail is increased, and now I have attack boost on this set. So I'll go on there, it's activated, my increased attack bar by 20, and it goes all the way up to 120. So earlier on in the games, you want to have attack boost because you can't get enough critical on your gear to make it worthwhile. So typically early game you want to do that. And I can go in here and I can level it up even more based on the stuff I have, and this is the highest it can go at the moment. Next, for my arm piece, and as you can imagine, you can build all kind of sets based off of all the different monster parts you find, and also it does change the way your character looks if you equip those pieces of armor as well. So for my arms, that's what I have going on currently. Real early on, haven't really unlocked too much stuff, so don't worry about your builds too early on. Honestly, if you dodge pretty good, you pretty much go against needing like super heavy defensive gear until later in the game where monsters start doing like multiple consecutive hits and you gotta like be on it. But this is the current build I got going. My pants, the pants I have on are, these have critical eye. If I get to level 2, and am I able to get to level 2? Let's see. I've been doing some grinding, and yes. So now I have critical eye on this build. So my infinity is increased by, I think, what's the additional 10%? Yeah, additional 10%. And now overall, here's my standard attack and all the skills I got on right now. My affinity is 20%. 20% of the time, I'm gonna get a crit on every hit that I do. So this is how it kind of works, and it kind of gives you all your skills all in one screen, so you can see it beautifully. But ladies and gentlemen, this is Monster Hunter now, but it's absolutely amazing. Download, check it out, it's free. But don't leave now. Check out another video by clicking on the next video on my end screen. Stay smooth, my family.